What's up, guys? We decided to do a video on a coilover install since today we have some HKS Hypermax coilovers here, and it's pretty rare that we get to install these on cars since these are like $2,500 MSRP. So we just wanted to take a look at them real quick and see what the differences are on these between like other coilover systems. I mean, the first thing you notice is the adjustable top hats. Most top hats just have camber adjustment, but these from HKS actually have caster adjustment as well on the top hat. So definitely something you don't really see with many coilovers for S chassis. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna see how that works today. Also, they are inverted like stance coilovers, which is also a good feature because it gives you more stabilization up here for the actual shock body. So the dampening is down here, and most coilovers have a knob down here, but they actually have a lever, which is honestly pretty cool. So instead of having a knob, you actually have a lever. It's a little bit easier to adjust. The collars are very large, and they have basically a big groove here to get the spanner wrenches in, which is a great feature because, I mean, you guys are probably more familiar with like BC, but I know BC's collars are not, the hole is not that big on there. It's pretty small and shallow, and they can strip very easily. So that's kind of a cool feature. The spanner's not even that great, honestly. This spanner is just like a BC spanner, but this one is definitely fits pretty good. And it's got the hole on there in case you got to put a ratchet on it. We got helper springs on the rear. Some companies do that, some companies don't. Pretty much just keeps tension on the spring, marked left and right, which is nice, but it probably doesn't really matter. We got a tall adjuster up here for rebound and dampening. I don't know if that would really help inside the car. Maybe you'd be able to get that through an interior panel since it's so tall. I'm not sure why they did that. We'll have to see when Chris puts them in. Yeah. They're just really nice. They're really nice. We were gonna do an unboxing on these, but I decided let's do a full video so we can actually get some driving in the video because it doesn't really matter how nice they look. We gotta see how they drive. So let's go see what he's working with right now because I'm pretty sure the coilovers he has in there are piles of shit, so. We wanna see the old coilovers. All right, well, we got some old Fortune Auto coilovers. Are they old?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they look like they've been through war, so. The reason we're doing this is because they're seized. Someone did not grease these when they installed them, and they probably weren't touched ever since they were installed. And I don't know when that was. Does Ricardo know? Where's Ricardo hiding? Ricardo is a good friend of ours and a great customer. I don't know where he's hiding. He's probably hiding because he knows we're doing a video. Here's one thing that these coilovers have that the other ones don't. They have slotted camber adjustment in the lower strut mount, so you can actually get additional camber on here. The HKS ones don't, right? Or are they actually angled already? Yeah, they're already angled, so you probably get the same amount of negative camber out of both of them, but I would actually rather have that because then there's no play in there, and you can adjust the camber from the top hat instead of having multiple places, which sometimes is good, but also sometimes is a pain in the ass because Fortune Auto coilovers are actually pretty good. At least, do you think Fortune Auto coilovers are good?
Me? They drive good. They do ride good. If you don't grease them, they get stuck. Out of all the other coilovers that I've seen that don't get greased, they get stuck the most.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a fun fact. Maybe it's something about the shock body where the threads are. I don't know. I don't know any details on these. Oh, well, I can tell you right now. It looks like the powder coat or whatever they're using on here isn't really the best because it's, we're showing rusted steel right on top. So I don't know. It's probably just something they're using for the actual shock body. I also don't know what they're using either. Ricardo, can you tell me the history of these Fortune Auto coilovers?
I got them back in 2020, mid-pandemic.
Oh, okay. So you were the person that put these on the car?
Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't grease them or anything when you installed them?
Absolutely not. I had no idea what I was doing, so I just took off the stock suspension and tossed those on.
Okay.
Even put one of them in backwards, and you could see on the back it's right there. Oh, I put both of them on backwards so that you could see where it was hitting.
Oh.
Well, it was the upper control arm that was backwards.
Oh, the upper control arm was backwards. That's pretty common. All right, cool. Well, this wasn't supposed to be a video bashing Fortunato, but here we are. 5 years, it's kind of crazy. But I'm sure they would rebuild these or help us get this unstuck. I think we tried to reach out, right? Or you tried to reach out, but it was too much money. So we decided to spend triple that and buy HKS suspension, I guess. But yeah, so these will be for sale shortly. So if anyone wants to try to get that off, I wish we had clips of Jesus trying to get that off. That was crazy. But yeah, so these are just completely seized and it's time to move on. So we're gonna install these. Chris is gonna throw them in and set them up. We get to mess with but honestly, probably not gonna mess with the caster adjustment that much.
I'm probably not gonna touch it.
You actually might have to because it's not centered, so.
Great.
Yeah, so we might have to see how that goes. And then we'll take it for a drive and we'll get to hear Ricardo's before and after. I actually think Fortunato coilovers are good. Do you like them?
If you prep them before you put them in, yeah.
Yeah, but they're comfortable, right? I thought they were pretty good.
I mean, they're even better when you put Swiss springs.
Yeah. Another thing I do like about these is the lock bolt in the collar. That's a pretty awesome feature. Actually, you can kind of see what we're talking about when I was talking about this adjustment and how deep it is on the collar. This is an example of what we usually have, which is like pretty shallow. So it strips out relatively easily. And these are all aluminum, so. I wonder if this is aluminum. Yeah, it's steel. Okay. Another smart thing they did
It's definitely way better.
was make this out of steel. I don't know how that's gonna work when these start getting salt, like covered in salt and everything, but we're gonna grease these up. But one big benefit of that is that it's not gonna strip as easy. It looks like the top ones are aluminum though. Yeah, the top ones are aluminum, but the height adjustment down here is steel. And that's the one you usually need to abuse to get free if they're seized up. Chris, you like this big ass window back here?
Oh, okay, I see. This is a collar for the coilover, and then the strut mount slides on and they weld it on.
Oh, okay.
This is probably generic, the sleeve, and then the strut mount gets welded on after.
Okay, so that's not actually a window for visibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Bummer. All right. Good luck, sir. What, you need front bolt?
I'm like looking at my side mirror through the sliver of your of your camera screen. Okay, coilovers are in. We're gonna take it down the street to settle a little bit before the alignment. Get a feel what they feel like. Alignment is not too off. Wow, these are comfortable. What the hell? What the helly? These are actually really comfortable. What the a little softer than I would like it to be. Overall, pretty good. Let's do one more lap. Let's do the sidewalk test. Pointing the clutch. Pretty good. This car feels really comfortable. I'm not gonna. Wow. If anything, they feel. I wouldn't say better than Stance. I feel like Stance is really comfortable, but I feel like they're pretty on par with each other. Way less bouncy. Like it's pretty soft.
Yeah.
Huh?
Alignment time.
Alignment time.
Yeah.
See if this is straight, shall we? I hope so. Oh, hell yeah. Straight as an arrow. Good enough for me. Alright. Alignment's good. Should do the bump test over the railroad track, shall we? Eddie. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, cool. Alright. Titty jiggle test. Nice. No clunks. Suspension feels pretty good. I think titty jiggle to bump ratio, I want to say it's like 20/80, maybe 30/70. 30 titty jiggles, 70% bump. Pretty good. There's definitely bumpier out there. Straight enough for me.